Hiya, my name's Andy. Welcome to another week on the farm 2018. This week is going to be a bit of a long one, no jokes. So I'm going to split it into two videos. So obviously you're watching this one now. The next part two will be, well, it should be uploaded same time Wednesday evening. All going well. So yeah, I've obviously been busy all week getting this drill ready and a couple of other little jobs, and wanted to try and get as much as I can, wanted to show you as much as I can, so that's why it's been a bit of a long one. Let's just skip that tram line on. So yeah, enjoy. I'll catch you in a bit. There we go. Should hold them in place. Alright, let's get it hooked up. bugger on his own will be for the pre-emergent markers. Put him in there. Right. And okay, we'll tie this all up in a minute, tidy it all up. Take over the workshop and get it all cable tied up nice and neatly. Right, morning everybody. So, if you're new to the channel, this is the weaving drill that we purchased several weeks ago, and we're going to use it this autumn. We'll be using the Vadosad as well, but on the softer, wetter ground, we'll be using this drill. So, yeah, and I'm going to be pulling it with the 619TR. So, yeah, you just saw me hooking it up, and I've just put some cable ties on these cables to try and tidy them up a bit. There's a lot of cable ties in there. But yeah, I've just about managed to fasten them all down so they can't rattle around and rub on stuff. The other thing I was just doing was tyre pressures, because you got to get the back tyre pressures on the back equal, so we have accurate GPS. GPS receiver is up there in the centre of the cab, and if one tyre is softer than the other, that dish will be offset one side or the other, which will then put the GPS out. So, next job is to put these hydraulic rams back on, because a few weeks in, I did mention it a few weeks ago in my video I think, about them being bent when I went to try the pre-emergent markers. Yeah, so we sent them away and got them fixed. They actually put in some new shafts because the shafts were bent. So, but before I can put them back on, I've got to grind away the piece of metal that they were actually hitting on, which is there. So I'll just grind a little bit of that out. It won't affect it, just so it doesn't happen again. And we'll get them back on. Yeah, the other thing I've got to do is in here is sort out these check chains. Put PTO guard on, because obviously I want this all to be, I want these check chains to be in the right place, so that and rigid as well, so that the drill follows the tractor centre, so that all the drilling matches up nicely. So yeah, there we go. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. So now, got a big roll pin that goes through there, and a bolt to go through. Nut and washer on the other side. On the other side of that one, there's a big roll pin that goes through as well. Acts as like a bit of a spacer. Bit of bolt through there. Washer. Get the pipe up. Hopefully you can see that sort of. Right. Now I just need to get a few spanners and tighten it all up, and then we'll give it a try. So this carbon pole, red carbon pole, it did actually come with the weight. I've just stuck it on. So not because I'm going to be centre lining, but just so that it reminds me when I look at the front how far out this toolbox actually sticks out, so I don't actually run it into anything. I better be on the safe side. If I ever take the toolbox off and just have the weight, I can put it on there as well. Just have it on the weight. So hopefully it'll save me running it into anything. Right, so I got the control box in for the weaving drill, and I've also got this control box as well for it, which shuts off because it's got two seed rollers, so it shuts off, and one for each side, so one does 4 meters and one seed roller does the other 4 meters, so I can shut them off individually for if I only need to use half the drill if I'm on the edge, something like that. So yeah, just got to connect up these plugs. Seem to have a bit of a cold this week. It's pretty crappy. My nose doesn't stop running. Hey ho. Life goes on. Twist that together like that. Well, we'll chuck a cable tie on that in a minute. Stop that all wobbling around. There's the rubber block for that. Rubber block goes over that. Makes that all nice and neat, so then you can shut the window and it's sealed. Right. Just turn her on. I've already looked through the instruction book a bit to see what we got to do, how we got to get it going, but yeah. That's clear as mud. So a few of the things I've got to get sorted out on here is make sure it's tram lining on the right belt. What else? Yeah, obviously I'll have to calibrate it. And yeah, what's it got? Fan speed, forward speed. Seed roller. I'm sure in the book it had a picture of 2 seed rollers there. Yeah, tram line in there. Full belt. So we're on number 1 out of 4. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing it because the tram lines are going in at 24 metres, so that'll be, I'm pretty sure it's 3 belts we need to do. So yeah, we'll sort that out first. Where was it? Here somewhere. Right, so here we need to go into the setup screen to adjust the tram lining. So that one, and then the tram lining button. There we go. So I'll put that down to 3. So the tram lines every 3 belts. Saying it's going to 18 metre sprayer. Oh, it's because the drill's set to 6 metres. So we need to set the drill to 8 metre. Now we do that. It's not those ones. These do. Yeah. Here we're doing something with the tram lining. Yeah, so no, that's not doing anything. The drill width isn't changing at all. Drill can user setup. Display, speed sensor, customize. Right, I might have to read through the book again about that. How to set this drill width. It's either that or I might make a phone call to the chap at Weaving and ask him. Yeah, I won't waste too much time looking through this book. Well, I'll be back in a minute. Right, we're back on. Yeah, so I just rang up the chap at Weaving. I'm telling you, if anybody else has got one of these drills and they've got a problem with it, ring up Weaving and ask to speak to Ed, because he knows these things inside out. We just went through pretty much through the whole of the screen over the phone, and I'm pretty sure he wasn't even looking at a screen, and he knew what I was looking at. So yeah, thanks Ed. Yeah, so what we did was to change the drill width. We just went onto setup menu and then factory setup, and then drill width, and then which was number 1, and just changed it to 8 meters. And that, yeah, went through a few other details just to check that all those settings were right. So spot on. We're going to have our main menu. Yeah, so we'll, oh yeah, the other thing I've got to do is, hope you can see this screen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the drills are ready to go now. Ignos. Oh yeah, somebody asked me a question. What was it? Let me find him. Can't remember his name now. Oh yeah, it was Neil Wright. He was asking about the cool box in this tractor. It's right there. There was supposed to be a piece of polystyrene on there, but it fell off. I need to stick it back on again. But yeah, it's got a little cooler box. It's actually just got my camera stuff in it at the moment, and that's a little switch for it there. So it's a little fridge. It's alright, keeps your drink cool if it's not full up with camera kit. Right, so what we've got to do on here is set up the equipment, set up a new implement. Right, so the machine is obviously the tractor, implement 1. So yeah, we'll have it as a grain drill. So we want a new, at the moment it's only got the Väderstad drill in it, so we want new, and we want so weaving, accept. I'll just put that as weaving as well. Accept. Hopefully you can see this alright. I'll see it on my phone. Yeah, it looks like you can just about see it. Bring it up like that a bit, maybe. Right, so yeah, now we want to do, so change width 8 meters, track spacing 8 meters, accept. So now we've got to change offsets. So A is inline distance from connection point to the front of implement. So the distance basically between the front of the drill and the back of the tractor. So we'll put like 1 meter. B is how long the implement is. So that's set on 4 meters. So we'll keep that as 4 meters. C is your offset. We want that on 0. Accept. D is the distance between the middle of the implement, front to back, and the back of the tractor. I'm just sort of making it up here, but or guessing. I would say so. It's 4 meters back. We've got a meter between the back of the tractor and the drill. So I'm going to say 3 meters. Yeah, that's right, not 3 meters. What's the, oh, that's for another machine on the back. Right, so that's that. There we go. At least now it knows how wide the machine is that we've got on the back. What was the other thing to do? I'm pretty sure I thought that you can. Oh, here we go. That rear, we want to change it from rear pivot drawbar to rear rigid 3-point linkage. That's right. And then the recording we want on the arms. So when you put the lower the drill down, it starts recording on this page. So yeah, I think that's done. And then you've got like your guidance, which we're not in the field, so it won't come up with any fields. But right, I'm just going to take it out in the field and try and get it set up, not put any seed in it or anything. And yeah, we'll just take for a run out in the field and try and get the depth set up and see how it goes. Just a little tester. Right. Alright, let's go back to this grain store, shall we? So, this, if I can actually open the door, is the main reception pit where all the grain gets tipped from the grain trailers. That hole there goes down a pipe, and the pipe goes through the pit what the water was in. Right, we need to get that light fixed. Get a new bulb in there. Right, so then in here, so let me try and zoom in a bit. So that there is where the pipe comes through from the reception pit, and then it drops down into the bottom of the elevator, which then gets brought up this elevator here, all the way up through there. So yeah, this is the pit. What fills up with water is separate to the actual main reception pit. The only reason it is a pit is because it's got the elevators in there. So yeah, and the reason why it fills up with water is because it's not sealed. So the water seeps in, hence we have to have a little sump down there and a pump. Well, so I'm down the pit now. I'll tell you, it doesn't smell too good down here. Combination between grain and water doesn't smell too good. So, yeah, there's the pump, there's the sump. Put it down in there. Just get the cable tangled around it. Working? Nope. Still not working. Oh, she's going now. As you can see, that red float there. There's the cable for the bloody thing. Cable's getting tangled around the pipe. Get that out of the way. Right. Put cable around there as well, out of the way. So when that float goes down, there we go, pump turns off. And it's right for there to be water in there, but you just don't want water in here. But the problem we've got now is that as soon as the pump turns off, all the water comes back down the pipe. It starts filling up the sump. And then the pump kicks in again. Well, that's what normally happens anyway, but we're doing it right now. So I think what I need to get is like a one-way valve for the pipe, for the yellow pipe. Right. There we go. Alright, see how long it takes to break it next time.